like no other president before him. He would openly discuss it during his State of the Union address.
What is at stake is more than one small country. It is a big idea, a new world order, where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause to achieve the universal aspirations of mankind.
Again, a unified Europe was a major goal in creating this order.
With few exceptions, the world now stands as one. A year and a half ago, in Germany, I said that our goal was a Europe whole and free. Tonight, Germany is united. Europe has become whole and free. The world can therefore seize this opportunity to fulfill the long-held promise of a new world order. We can find meaning and reward by serving some higher purpose than ourselves. A shining purpose, the illumination of 1,000 points of light.
Bush Sr. and his administration would tour and promote this agenda across the board at any given opportunity.
The President has spoken often of a new world order.
And we have an unprecedented opportunity to build a new era of peace and prosperity here and abroad, to build a new world order.
It's my understanding, I think, that the President, and I don't know the context of how it came up in his speech last night in New York, said that China must be a part of the new world order. Guess I would like to ask you how you envision China fitting into the new world order.
It is a country that we are going to have relationships with by virtue of its geopolitical importance.
American officials say breaking down regional and national barriers to the flow of goods and services would represent a spectacular benefit to economies around the world.
We are building a new world order.
Bush would actually make a commencement address at Maxwell Air Force Base declaring the birth of this order.
And that's why I wanted to speak to you today about the new world taking shape around us, about the prospects for a new world order now within our reach. In the coming weeks, I'll be talking in some detail about the possibility of a new world order emerging after the Cold War. But today, I want to discuss another aspect of that order. You see, as the Cold War drew to an end, we saw the possibilities of a new order in which nations work together. It refers to new ways of working with other nations to deter aggression and to achieve stability. As old threats recede, new threats emerge. The quest for the new world order is in part a challenge to keep the dangers of disorder at bay. We must build on the successes of Desert Storm to give new shape and momentum to this new world order. Only when this transformation is complete will we be able to take full measure of the opportunities presented by this new and evolving world order. The new world order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities. This order gains its mission and shape not just from shared interests, but from shared ideals.
After the Gulf War had ended, Bush was so obsessed with the idea of a new world order that he had a series of Glocks imprinted with the term that he would give to members of his administration, including Colin Powell, Brent Scowcroft, Dick Cheney, and General Norman Schwarzkopf. Cheney would even approve policy papers regarding the New World Order.
Defense Secretary Dick Cheney has approved a revised draft of a policy document on the New World Order. The Pentagon is backing off a controversial earlier draft and has abandoned a one superpower strategy. The final document puts more emphasis on international alliances and organizations.
This would become an unprecedented time period for people all over the globe to discuss at length what the New World Order meant to them.
Good evening, brethren. You've seen in that video that Bush Sr. openly spoke about the New World Order, and later after his term, everything became silent again. today's subject is the rapture first, then the Third World War, following by the New World Order. Let's turn to page there. Yeah, let's go there quickly. Yeah, it says rapture first, then World War III. You all know about the 90-year-old woman's prophecy about Jesus coming first, then nuclear war 3. But I don't think everybody knows about this. But this woman's prophecy is accurate, 100% accurate, and I fully believe it. I do not believe that Christ will let his bride go through the God's wrath. And nuclear World War III is one of that. So this was a 1968 prophecy received by this 90-year-old woman. A pastor did not believe her at the time when she told this vision and this prophecy, and he just shoved it in his drawer. And when things began to happen, he took out this letter, and when he read it again, he was just stunned. So what this lady mentioned, she mentioned four things, actually 5 things. First, she said, before Jesus comes in, before the Third World War breaks out, there will be peace between the superpowers. This is just, I'm not going to go all in there. You can stop the video and read it yourself. Secondly, she said, there will be a lukewarmness without parallel will take hold of the Christians, a falling away, and today we do see the falling away from the true living Christianity. We see the compromise, we see the complacency and the tolerance in the church. They're not on a solid rock anymore, but they all doing their own thing. They have their own prosperity gospel, grace gospel, and etc. So that is the falling away she was talking about. And the second Thessalonians 3 do mention about the falling away, and it says there, do not be deceived, because the man of sin will not come unless there is a falling away. And he is being revealed right now, but he can only takes his position after the restrainer has been removed. So she said, thirdly, there will be a moral disintegration in Norway. I'm not going into that. The TV will be filled with such horrible violence. We all see it today, pornography and everything else. People will copy what they see. They will not only have one station on TV, it will be filled with stations. At that time, when she lived, it was radios only, people. She didn't even know what was a TV for that matter. Okay, so, and then she said that people from poor countries will stream to Europe. And Pastor E. Minos put that insert. She also say they will also come to Scandinavia and Norway, and we've seen that today. How the people, especially from Iraq at that time, were streaming in trains, for that matter. You can see that here to Europe. We've seen this same today in America, but America do not want to allow them, but Europe allowed them. That's strange. That picture on my Facebook page, it's a real pain. It's not nice to look at. She said they will be treated like the Jews before the Second World War. And listen carefully to this. Then the full measure of our sins will have been rich. And that's true. She said, I protested at the issue of the immigration. I did not understand it at that time. And we can see it's been fulfilled now. And lastly, she says, the rapture first, then the nuclear world. And as she continues, the tears streamed from the old woman's eyes down her cheeks. I will not see it, but you will see. You will see it, she said to the pastor. Then suddenly Jesus will come and the Third World War breaks out. It will be a short war. She saw this in a vision, and this is insert is mine. There's 2 weeks like Nathan, the 15-year-old Jewish boy. Suppose he's no more 15. He's about 18 now. And he said it all will also be a short, about 2 weeks that war will last. All that I have seen in the war before is only child's play compared to this one. And that's the current situation between the USA and Iran. He says here, the air will be so polluted, and this we can find it in Joel 2, 29:31, that one cannot draw one's breath. It will cover several continents. America, she mentioned. First, she mentioned America, Japan, Australia, and the wealthy nations, that is Europe. And the water will be ruin contaminated. We can no longer till the soil, she mentioned. The result will be only a remnant. Millions upon millions, billions of people will die, and only a remnant will remain. The remnant in the wealthy countries will try to flee to the poorer countries, but they will be as hard on us as we were on them. And she said, I am so glad that I will not see it, but when the time draws near, you must take courage and tell this, I have received it from God, and nothing of it goes against what the Bible says. He said, the one who has his sins forgiven and has Jesus as Savior and Lord is safe. So there we can see the whole scenario. Yeah, World War III. World War III is coming after the rapture. And the situation with Iran is tense at the moment. Why World War III? Why does Donald Trump want war? Because Donald Trump knows that the financial crash is coming. And that is why he's looking for war. He first approached North Korea, but he already made a trade agreement with China, so that would totally spoil the party. And now he's looking for war with Iran, but he did not know that Iran will withstand him. Iran is a complete different kind of fish. So yeah, you can see it in the Bible itself. It says, Daniel 10:13, but the prince of the kingdom of Persia, who is Persia? Persia is Iran today, withstood me on for 21 days. And of course, God then sent Michael, one of the chief princes, to come and help me. But that is Iran's nature. That is Persia's nature to withstand people. Donald Trump accused Iran of aggression. Iran's threat, Iran violation, Iran regime, Iran behavior, Iran this, Iran that. Why is this so? Most of the major wars and political upheavals and economic depression and recessions are carefully planned and instigated by the New World Order elites. And that is a fact. So who is the transgressor really? Who is the one who is the provoker? And you say it is Iran. Yeah. Don't go after media, what media says. And they do use the media. As a, but now who is threatening who here? If you really look at this picture here, you say, who is threatening whom? Each of the 45 black dots here is a U.S. military base. A U.S., look at that, people. It's a U.S. military base, and Iran is literally surrounded. So who is the transgressor really? There are two aircraft carriers here in the vicinity here. Iran is literally surrounded by the New World Order, America. And that's exactly, it is a fact. That's a fact of life. So, Iran is not controlled by the New World Order. Iran does not have a Rothschild-controlled central bank. And that is the case. There are three nations that must still comply with the New World Order regime. Donald Trump is handling it. And I don't believe that you can't see the picture, the broader picture. Iraq is one of them, Iran is another one, and Iraq, Iran, and North Korea is the other one. Another one that they have problems with is the Venezuela president. They have, and that is why they apply sanctions against him. 42,000 people died because of the sanctions in Venezuela. But there is no media reporting that. And that is very strange. So, what is the New World Order? Most people reacted with disbelief and skepticism towards this topic, unaware that they have been conditioned and brainwashed to react with skepticism. The New World Order global conspirators manifest their agenda through the skillful manipulation of human emotions and especially fear. And we see it today with the school gun shootings across America, in France, and across the nations, Sri Lanka. This is the work of the New World Order. Yeah. Now, who is the New World Order? The New World Order dominates by international bankers, oil barons, pharmaceutical cartels, as well as major multinational corporations. The royal family, yes, of course, England, namely the Queen Elizabeth II and the House of Windsor, who are in fact descendants of the German arm of a European royalty, the Saxon Coburg-Gotha family. And of course, Donald Trump was recently there. Why let me go there, protest. There's a protest. Anti-Trump protesters filmed chanting Nazi scum to a fan of president before hurling a milkshake over him. Poor man. And that is by a Nazi scum. Nazi scum. Donald Trump is from Germany, and that was held a secret for a long time. His dad is from Germany. What does England know about Donald Trump? That's another question. So, the New World Order is the term we use to describe the New World Order is a term we use to describe the one world government and one world religion that has been set up by the present Pope right now, that the Bible predicts in Revelation 13. However, Revelation 13 is the New World Order. However, there is nothing new about the push for a one world system. The idea goes way back to the Tower of Babel and the Empire of Babylon. And that can be seen then in where it all started. It all started with Nimrod. Nimrod was the one that built Babylon. He established Babylon. And there we have Shem. The whole Bible is centered around Shem's nation. Elam, which is Persia, Ashur, Araphat, that is where Abram came from, and then Lut and Aram, and then of course from Ham, there we get Nimrod from, and he established the Babylon, and that tower in Revelation 6, not Revelation, Genesis 6, that's where God confiscated the language. This is an old idea, and this is where the descendants of Shem, Ham, and Japheth came from. And yes, today it's America that took over the New World Order. Yeah, the United States, United Nations, along with all the agencies working under the umbrella, the leaders of the major industrial countries like the United States, England, Germany, Italy, Australia, New Zealand, members of the G7, G8 are active and fully cooperative participants in this conspiracy. The New World Order thing is not a conspiracy, it's a real fact. Most of the major wars, political upheavals, and economic depressions of the past 100 years and earlier were carefully planned by these and instigated by these elites. The United States of America, the United States, is the key player in creating the New World Order that will put the false prophet and the Antichrist. I'm saying it again. The United States is the key player in creating the New World Order that will put the false prophet and the Antichrist in power. It is a big idea, Bush Sr. said. A New World Order. Only the United States has both the moral standing and the means to back it up. They are the most powerful nation, the greatest nation on planet Earth at the moment, and you will further see it now. What I'm trying to tell you, our former President presented the New World Order and how it took shape and where it is now at present. Yeah. So here it is. What is the modern version of colonies today? We found that Britain in those days established all the colonies around the world. South Africa, New Zealand, America, Africa, along Africa, India. Yeah, but the U.S. military presence is all over overseas, people. And this is how they established it, you know. The New World Order, America, has its hands in every part of the world. The USA has a whooping 1,100 of them. That is the colonies that I'm talking about. Bases, military bases. Yeah, 83 countries, so they are preferred method by which the Pentagon, the New World Order state, seeks to dominate this planet. That is why Businia could tell the Abu Dhabi audience on January 13, 2008, the United States has no desire for territory, he says. It does not need any more. The Pentagon, New World Order, deep state, real estate holdings include 52,000 buildings on, my word, gazillions of acres on bases around the world. It is already in position to intimidate or attack virtually every country with overwhelming firepower, including nuclear warfare. Yeah, that is the U.S. bases near Russia. Just look at them. Russia is surrounded by the military of America. They are basically in every state of the world. And I can show another video clip to you here. It is, let me put it up here for you. Yeah, there you can zoom in. Look at all the military bases around the world. Look at this. Just in Europe alone, the active duty personnel, the army is 60,168, the navy 11,080, total 114,000. It's actually increased by now. Did you know that most of the American army is already stationed in the next new Rome? America will be destroyed soon. America over here will be destroyed. And their force alone, just at the home and this area alone here, it's over 3.8 million, almost 2 million. 3, the army, this is the United States and territories, the Marine, the Air Force, the Navy. Here is the total, so you can go by it yourself. That is the United States. Just in South America in the Western Hemisphere, the army there is total active personnel is 1,825 of the army, the navy, the marine, and the air force. Sub-Saharan Africa, 63. Navy 5, 682. It's and there's a base in every nation of the world, almost every, and the rest does have agreement at any time they can put up a base there. North Africa, 4,200 in total, and just look at the East Asian. China is surrounded. China is surrounded by 89,846 US personnel. Even there is forces even in former Soviet Union, in Russia as well. 143 personnel there right now. Here right now, in total another 2,000 has been sent down to the Persian Sea, right at Iran. Another 2,500 forces plus 2 U-craft area is there. So it has even been increased. This is the military might of the USA, the new world order. You cannot deny it. You cannot deny it, people. It is here right in your face. Right in their face, yeah. Now, that's true. Since 9/11 alone, Pentagon Deep State has put up military bases in Poland, Lithuania, Hungary, Bulgaria, Romania, Kosovo, Afghanistan, Iraq, Israel, Kazakhstan, Qatar, Bahrain. The U.S. military is keen on establishing military bases in every nation and new NATO members in the Eastern Europe, top of the list. Just look at them. All nations surrounded by. That is the new colonies today. That is the new colonies. And that is how Businia and the rest of the USA presidents, including Donald Trump, people, he is not taking on the New World Order. He is the New World Order. He took over from Bush Senior the 909 points of light. He took it over. And he's going to finish it. He will be the first, he will be the New World Order leader in Europe. In Europe. Yes, in Europe. The first leg of Nebuchadnezzar's dream. He will be the leader there, operating from Brussels. That is where he is posted. The second will be Obama. He is the Antichrist. Donald Trump is the false prophet. He is the spokesman for Obama, and they will rule and reign after the rapture. Of course, bases abroad have been frequently become a major strategy of the United States, frequently damaging the nation's reputation. He is the policeman of the world. He set up sanctions, slammed them with sanctions. He even slammed sanctions against Iran right now. But let me tell you, Iran is going to resist him, withstanding. Only after the rapture, Donald Trump will destroy Iran. United States of America still maintains nearly 800 military bases in more than 70 countries and territories abroad, despite pulling out of Iraq and Afghanistan. Britain, France, and Russia, by contrast, have about 30 foreign bases combined. Russia is establishing, at the moment there was a fleet in Cuba today. Russia said if America attacks Iran, they will stand with Iran. And now it's not in the cold anymore, cold days. Russia is even in Cuba, and they intending establishing a base there in Cuba and Venezuela. The calculation in maintaining bases and the troops overseas cost 100 to 150, say almost 200 billion in the fiscal. That was the fiscal year of 2018. The total with bases and troops in war zones is 160 to 250 million people. Yeah, there's 2020. As I said, I am going to give you scriptural proof in the next video, scriptural proof that 2020 is the time frame for the tribulation and the rapture. That's also their time frame when the New World Order will complete everything that they started right from Bush Senior. And in fact, over the last 100 years already, they started working on it already. But Bush Senior, he is the main one that took the lead. And who will complete it? Donald Trump will complete it. And the last 3.5 years, this man will reject, he will do away with the New World Order, and he will take over in Jerusalem, and he will rule and reign from Jerusalem. Barack Obama. Yes. Maduro will be taken out after the rapture as well. Syria will be bombed. Isaiah 17, it's coming, people. You heard what that lady, 90-year-old woman said. He is going to destroy, after the rapture, Donald Trump will destroy these three: North Korea, Syria, and Iran. He will destroy him. He will defeat, Donald Trump will defeat Israel's enemies, and then he will set up the peace treaty. Not Barack Obama, because Israel will never receive Obama. Barack Obama is the Antichrist, though. Only when the abomination takes place in the middle of the tribulation, then Israel wake up. Then they will wake up. And then they will realize they have been deceived, and they run to the desert, people. And that is the honest truth. Another video that I would like to make is two little horns. You know that I have two little horns? He is the one horn of Daniel 20:21, the stout one, and he is the other horn of Alexander the Great. And what they did not complete, he will finish it there. He's a spokesman for this man. Trump is a spokesman for Obama. He is the false prophet. He is the Antichrist. You may not agree with me, but the New World Order, America, is pushing these two ahead. They even fake this man's birth certificate, bringing him into America. And that is a fact. Donald Trump at one stage said his birth certificate is fake. But now why all of a sudden he said, no, it is everything in order. We all know the truth about this man. The truth will come out, people. The truth will come out. So that is the whole subject on the New World Order. And I proved to you tonight that America is the leader of the New World Order. They policing the world. They have military bases in every country. If this does not open your eyes, I do not know how to convince you. But only time will tell. Only time will tell, people. So remember that I do pray for you. This little speaker is a reminder always to pray for you. And pray for me as well. Yeah, and please do subscribe. Please like the videos, and and please do share it. Thank you so much.